Hey, what's going on? This is James coming from, well, my YouTube channel. I don't really have any formal name or anything going on, and this is my first blog, just kind of posting around of what I'm doing in life, trying to take a stab at this whole YouTube thing. So today we are putting together a Monoprice desk-mounted swivel arm for LCD monitors. Now, if you look over here, this is kind of my current setup, pardon from the mess going over here. As you can see, we have a sewing machine here. This is from my lovely girlfriend who loves to sew. I pretty much just gave up my gaming station that I had here. I had a pretty nice big tower going there. See my desk from lovely IKEA showing up here. What we plan to do basically, we just plan to share this workspace, and having 3 monitors on top of here, which I'm going down to 2 now, we are going to find the best way possible to utilize all the area of space that we have. So you can see I kind of already got started a little bit and going on. Let me get this pulled on. Give you a better look, because it's kind of hard to see in the dark here. So I got a little bit of the mounts already hanged up already, and I need to put it on these monitors over here. I have an LG and a really old school heavy Dell actually. LG has VGA and DVI plugs, yep, and then the Dell actually has HDMI, DVI, and VGA. This one's kind of heavy though, so I'm kind of skeptical about how it actually is going to stand up on there, but I guess it's pretty sturdy. It's minimum, so yeah, it should be. So what we're going to do, instead of actually having a big PC tower on the bottom, I'm actually just going to utilize my MacBook Pro. And then we have this fancy little thing here, and this is called a hinge dock, and it's supposed to be a nice little way of actually having my MacBook Pro docked and hooked up to my monitors. And then we're going to probably have like a Bluetooth, either Bluetooth or a wired keyboard or something like that, just so we can actually use the thing. Let me show you guys the bottom here. It might be kind of hard to see, so the bottom is kind of hanged up here. That's where that little piece goes, and also as you can see, I got my little server going down here. It's a Mac Mini. It's running the Plex server, so this is where we watch all our movies. And this is the kind of like home network NAS with the Bluetooth keyboard on it. And then a sea of wires that I really need to cable manage. Alright, so we got our mounting bracks on here. We have it on our Dell, standard VESA mount. So we got that on our Dell, and now we have it actually on our LG too. Alright, now we're supposed to just kind of put them on top here, right there, and then we're supposed to have a couple of screws that go on there that actually secure it so the suckers don't fall off. Well, the big heavy deal, the one I was worried about, actually looks like it's going to hold up just fine, but I found into one issue. We got a gangster lean going on. So if I have this sucker like so, it's just going to immediately go back down there. And I don't see any way to kind of tighten it up here in order to make it straight. I don't think I'll have the issue with the LGs because it's literally as light as a feather. This guy actually has some weight. That's not a big problem. So I found these little screws on the back there. There's 1, 2, and 3. They're kind of little Allen wrench style screws. So we're going to see if we tighten these suckers up. If that'll give me a little more strength to hold up the monitors. By the way, as I'm doing this, I'm watching Tech Talk with one of my 2 favorite YouTubers, Monoprice and Jay's 2 cents. Love hearing about their Tech Talk and just hearing them ranter. Entertaining. Keep it up, guys. No, I don't live in a ghetto. Actually, I live in a really nice territory, a really nice city. But cops are going by. If anybody asked, I didn't do it. Hey, success. Okay, so what we basically ended up doing, we sorry guys, my focus. We ended up tightening up these little hex. You call them hex? Well, the Allen wrench style screws. Correct me if I'm wrong. Feel free. And we made it tighter around this little ball bearing. So now we have a pretty sturdy monitor. So what we have to do now, focus. What we have to do now is put in 2 screws in back to secure it to make sure that bitch doesn't fall over. There we go, give you guys a little more angle here. So again, we just need these 2 last little screws, and these go both in here. So what these do, these secure the monitor to the mount, so it doesn't fall off. That's kind of hard there, and I'm a noob at this whole YouTube thing, sorry. So I need to tighten these both up. While holding the camera is kind of hard. Okay, fun times. So, realize what happened. That's my boy. This went into the wood. So, that's what happened. That's supposed to tie into the wood. It went through the table. So what I'm thinking I could possibly do is actually use it on this little wood IKEA piece here. And that might be giving me a little more stability. This is probably isn't the strongest particle board. So I probably need a piece of wood or something like that to actually go on it. A piece of strong wood to kind of stay on top of it. Like if we get like a really small piece of, I don't know. I don't even know really, it's a little piece of board or something like that and it'll go on. But that's definitely not gonna work. As you can see, I don't really like using my monitor setup at a crooked angle. So we'll try getting it up on here and see what happens. So I figured out what happened. As you can see, that's a pretty nasty little hole that it made. Look. So one of the little things fell off. Oh, by the way, recording this from that's really high def. I'm using my new iPhone 6 to record it, 6S Plus. So what happened is this little piece fell off. So this literally drilled into the bottom of this. I need to put that back on. Yeah, my son's gone. Alright, so I was able to get it on the little leg piece that goes to the desk. So that's pretty securely going on there. That's securely going on there. That looks fairly stable. Make sure that's quite level. Those monitors are on there. So let's check it out. Looks like on top. Okay, so that basically pretty much worked. The only thing I'm worried about is that this is the heavier side, this monitor itself, and this is the weaker side of the table. So what I think I'm going to do is end up switching the monitors. Switching the sides of the monitor. I'm going to switch the opposite sides, so the heavier one is on the stronger side, and the lighter one's on the weaker side, kind of counterbalance that. So I just got to take off 1, 2 screws. Take that off, do the other side, switch them off, and hopefully we'll have something nice to look at. Okay, what we ended up doing, we tightened up the screws down on the bottom, and now these are going on. What happened? Say hi, Ron. Where'd you lose? You losing my tools?
I did tools.
He's my little helper.
There
it is. Alright, don't lose it. Okay, so now what we have to do now, so we took out both monitors and made reinforcement and tightened it a little bit. And now I tighten up the ball bearings on this. So what I have to do now, yet again, all I have to do, it seems like endless steps. What's left to do is to get the monitors back on in the opposite order that I had it. Okay, that looks a lot better. It's not falling over anymore, it's not breaking.
I'm not breaking.
No, buddy, it's not breaking.
No?
Not broken anymore. I fixed it.
I fixed it?
Uh-huh. Now I gotta put the other one right there, and then we will be finished product. Now I do know that they are uneven. They are 2 separate monitors. Like I said, one's a Dell, one's an LG. I'll find out the model numbers and I'll put it in the description for you guys.
Here, Ben James.
What's that, buddy?
This, and make control.
That's instruction, pal.
Look, is this yours?
It's trash now.
Oh, is this trash?
Anyways, I'll put the links in the description. We will also install this hinge dock here. I'll put another little blog here and set that up. And And yeah, see you guys later.